Sophia Amoruso's story is about how someone with no traditional path to success can still build a life full of purpose and achievement. She did not excel in school, she did not graduate with honors, or move smoothly into a polished career. Instead, she stumbled, failed, tried strange jobs, and often lived outside of society's usual rules. Yet, from this unpredictable road, she discovered her strengths, built a global fashion company, and inspired millions. Her journey shows that passion, creativity, and resilience are stronger than any diploma. From a young age, Amoruso did not fit into the system. She left school early, uninterested in classrooms and grades. For years, she jumped from one odd job to another. Sometimes she quit, sometimes she was fired. She lived cheaply, even dumpster diving at times, and took jobs that barely paid the bills. These experiences might sound discouraging, but they became the foundation for her future. Every mistake, every detour, every failure taught her something useful. The key lesson from her life is that success does not come from following a straight line. Many people believe you must go from school to college, then into a safe career. But that path doesn't work for everyone. For Sophia, the winding road full of mistakes and surprises revealed her true passion. She learned that trying different things, even jobs she hated, was not wasted time. Each experience added skills, perspectives, and lessons that she later used to build her own company. Her passion began with vintage clothing. She loved hunting for unique pieces, bargaining for them, and reselling them online at first. It was only a hobby, something fun and personal. But her excitement for finding treasures and styling outfits kept growing. She put enormous effort into photographing the clothes in fresh, creative ways. Unlike many sellers who posted boring, plain pictures, Sophia staged playful, stylish shoots that attracted young women who wanted fashion that felt cool and approachable. What started small grew quickly. She launched her own online store, Nasty Gal, and took care of every detail herself. She sorts the clothes, styled the shoots, answered customer questions, hacked boxes, and shipped orders. By doing everything, she learned the business from the inside out. When something didn't work, like an item failing to sell, she experimented with new photos or descriptions until it clicked. This flexible approach gave her deep knowledge of her customers and a sharp sense of how to connect with them, more than just selling clothes. She created a community. Young women felt part of something bigger when they shopped with her. They weren't just buying a jacket or a dress, they were joining a movement. They shared her store with friends, recommended it on social media, and kept coming back. This sense of belonging gave her a powerful advantage over competitors who treated fashion as cold business. One of her most important lessons is the value of asking. Often, people don't get what they want simply because they never ask for it. Sophia once learned this by hitchhiking a ride during a storm. She dared to ask, and she received. This boldness carried into her career. She learned to trust her instincts, take risks, and break unnecessary rules. But she also learned the hard way that some rules, like the law, should not be broken. Her past shoplifting experience reminded her that shortcuts bring heavy costs. Real success requires boldness mixed with integrity. Sophia also discovered that energy should not be wasted on anger, jealousy, or worrying about others. At one point, someone copied her entire website. Instead of obsessing over revenge, she focused on improving her own business. In school, she had once been paralyzed by the fear of what others thought of her. But later, she realized confidence means ignoring the noise and putting your energy into your own vision. She even created Seidel's personal symbols representing her goals that reminded her to stay positive and motivated. Creativity played a huge role in her success. Many adults believe business is only about numbers, but Sophia showed that creativity is a superpower in entrepreneurship. Her bold styling, quirky photos, and unique approach to fashion helped her stand out in a crowded industry. She used her artistic eye not only to design but also to shape the entire shopping experience. Customers loved her originality, but behind it all, she worked hard to balance art with business. She studied data, managed inventory, and focused on customer satisfaction as carefully as she chose fonts and photos. Another critical part of success was building the right team. Employees who shared her passion stepped up during tough times. When a warehouse leader quit right before the busy holiday season, loyal staff worked extra hard to keep the company running. Sophia learned that dedicated employees are worth more than any flashy investment. She also realized that not all investors are helpful. Some tried to undermine her because she was a woman leading a company. She refused to compromise her principles for money. The right investors and teammates should lift you up, not drag you down. At the core of her philosophy is confidence. Confidence is more powerful than perfect clothes or polished degrees. It means being comfortable with yourself, humble enough to listen, and strong enough to stand tall. In business, it means knowing who you are as a company, instead of chasing every new trend. With confidence, You don't need to copy others, you set your own standard. Sophia's journey proves that success doesn't depend on school, social approval, or a straight path. It comes from discovering what excites you, daring to ask for what you want, trusting your creativity, learning from failures, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and moving forward with confidence. Her story is not just about fashion, it's about life. It's about believing that your passion, no matter how unusual, can become your strength. It's about turning odd jobs and failures into training grounds for greatness. And most of all, it's about remembering that there is nothing cooler than confidence. Wear it with pride. And it will open doors you never imagined.